Shots fired, but it's hard to say if the move was intentional. XRP and XLM, it's heating up. Also going to talk about CBDCs. Where do you stand on this? Count me in. And happy Monday, everyone. Got a great show for you today. And how are you feeling? Legit, tell me down below. I think XLM is going to drop to at least 12 cents or lower when we get hit with that quarter. That's from Anthony Garcia, 96.96. I told you, change it to 69.69. Then it'd be double the 69. Nice. Double goodness. Frankie Ortiz says, I love bad news discounts. Frankie Ortiz loading the bags up while others are selling. AGP MJM says, so nice to have voice of reason on the stuff. Better times ahead. But how far? All the best. And TJ Art Collins 8825 says, where the money at? People spent it, man. They bought TVs at like Walmart and Nintendo Switches and PS5s, and yeah, it was crazy. Global Traveler says, I love it, Klaus, when you get hardcore, no beating around, no pump dialogue. Trust me, everyone, I want the markets to roar, but I am realistic. And wait until you hear the shots fired story that I have for you. Intentional, I don't know. We'll get to it. Bitcoin sitting at 29,080. ETH 1844. Sol a big retracement to 2326. XRP 69.1, moving down fast on the news of JP and the Fed coming to hit us with more quarters. XLM down 6% to 14.5. Viewer had the call on 12 cents. What do you think? Are we going to get there? Warren Davidson, count me in. I wrote it in on the whiteboard. I'm feeling it more and more. The Federal Reserve is building the financial equivalent of the Death Star. Central bank digital currency corrupts money into a tool for coercion and control. Congress must swiftly ban then criminalize any effort to design, build, or test, or establish a CBDC. What he's showing right here is an Indeed job hiring for a senior crypto architect central bank digital currency for the Federal Reserve San Francisco branch. Recently, we've seen Gensler take things into his own hands, right? Allowed to operate outside of the law by the current regime. The current regime is overstepping the law. Now, whether you are on the right or the left side of the aisle, it is very hard for you to sit here and try to convince me that, yeah, we're not overstepping with the SEC. So we got a good point here. CBDCs would be the ultimate tracking tool to enslave you. Now, I like the idea because I like the idea of instant payments and stuff. But man, I might just be like, F it, let's go peer-to-peer. A CBDC under control of the wrong government could be one of the nastiest, most overreaching things we could ever experience in our lives. We've watched Warren Davidson now several times on the live streams. By the way, got one coming up in 2 days. What is it? It's Jerome Powell and the Fed rate hike. But Davidson's got a point here. And I'm a fan of CBDCs, but the problem is I see the slippery slope. I'll leave that in. I do. I see the slippery slope. You see it too. What about when they always want to take away the pistolas? Or we're going to have more rules regarding, oh, you can't have drinks this big in this city. Seriously, for those of you that don't live in the United States, certain cities have banned like large sugary drinks. Seriously. Like, how far does it go where we're just like, yo, we get the tech is great, but there is definitely the idea and possibility of misuse. When nuclear technology was created, yes, the goodness, the harnessment of the energy, power, great. But it was also weaponized. It was weaponized. That technology in the wrong hands can be a bad thing. Warren Davidson, count me in. Ban CBDCs in the United States, not because I don't like CBDCs, but I don't trust the government. Fox journalist mocks XRP ruling. Top crypto lawyer weighs in. All right, Gasparino's a douchebag. No big deal. Rips on XRP whenever he gets a chance. takes fun, pokes at the XRP army. We get it. And don't worry, we got XRP XLM price talk. We gotta talk bottoms here because, oof, it's bad. But Gasparino stuff's not the big deal. I want to read you Deaton's reply. And I don't think he meant this, but I think maybe he did because he chooses his words very specifically. It's from Deaton on Twitter. And by the way, as always, any article you see in this video, along with all my other ones, will be linked in the description below. The truth, there are thousands of XRP holders who acquired XRP for non-investment purposes, moving value on the XRP ledger in seconds for less than a penny, while avoiding the Moneygrams of the world. Or they use the world's first decentralized exchange built within XRPL. He specifically, he could have said Western Unions of the world. He could have picked a whole host, but he picks Moneygram. Now, I'm not that I'm reading into this, but I don't believe in coincidence, especially on a public tweet. Or is this a public X? What do we call us now? Elon, you're a fucking douche. Throwing shade? I mean, Gasparino, I get it. He's just a prick. Not a fan. Deaton, though, he's been very cautious with his words. You can move it on XRPL while avoiding the Moneygrams of the world. Market cap. All right. XRP, XLM have been definitely benefiting more than like the majority of the market with these recent moves. What I have up on the screen is volume, okay? This is volume, right? Where's the juice? Where's the heat? Where's the juice? The juice. Where is it? Tether, obviously, right? Come on now. Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, TUSD, XRP right there. Very good to see. XRP trading volume last 24 hours, just over 2 billion. Very, very strong. Even USDC, 2.7 billion. That kind of gives you an idea. We talked about store of value. Not going to talk about it now. We're going to talk about other stuff. It's possible, everyone. Scroll down. You got Binance, Doge, Litecoin, Solana, BNB, Chainlink, blah, blah, blah. Stellar right here. High up on the list. Volume, 200 million. A tenth of XRPs. What we're looking at now and what we're thinking about now is how much negative pressure are we going to feel up until Jerome Powell talks. This move, since the 19th, has been very strong to the downside for XRP. High of 84. I think that's when we were touching it, right? The tip. And that's all we got was the tip. What a tease. Got to that high of 84, but look at the retracement move. From 84 to the low of 69, we are now approaching that low as the time of recording this. And by the way, it's 11:08. I do this like I write my script first and then I do this. So whenever you see pricing, it's like really, really current. So that's why, like, you know, if you watch the videos right away, totally helps you out. 69.1. So we're approaching that. Now, the scary part is we know that the secondary hit was not as strong as the primary. The secondary retracement right now better not be stronger than the primary. Look at the primary retracement low. Primary retracement low was at 68.07. So we're getting close. We breached that 68.7 on that near term. Look at it. The rest of this stuff just gets wiped out. History gets wiped out. Now we're talking about near term. Where do people feel like is, okay, this is the safe mark? We breached that 68. We could be in for a world of hurt. Or buying opportunities for people to load more onto their bags. Or to buy and then play the next pump. Pumps and dumps. XLM, the story is similar, but the support price-wise is stronger. All right, so look at the secondary correction, okay? So this secondary correction is nowhere near breaching what the primary correction was, okay? Now, the primary for XLM, we were at 18.3, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5. 3 chunks of time in a row. These are daily, by the way, bars. 3 days in a row of 12.5 testing. This move here isn't even anywhere near that. We would have to retrace a good 20% in order to get even close to that. XRP, we're talking just, I mean, they're 1 penny away. They're 1 penny away, 1 penny away of 69 cents, and now it's at 69.05. So we're getting even closer. I mean, what are you talking, 1.5%? XLM would have to drop 20-something% to breach the primary. So right now, it looks as if XLM is more resistant to the dwindling news, to the realization of people going, yo, Torres' ruling really didn't solve much at all. Right? It really didn't. That's why this action isn't really holding, because it's really not that big. Primary is still messed up. You still have the SEC going after everyone else. Still have the SEC going after Coinbase. And it's not just the SEC in the United States, it's SECs across the globe. But it's also the idea that crypto wasn't partisan. When we were watching it on this channel, even a couple years ago when we were watching live streams, there weren't as many of you on. There's maybe 20, 30 of you. But we grinded. Now sometimes there's like 400, 500, 600 of you watching at a time. Best live stream, by the way, had over 1,500 viewers at once on there. So shout out to all of you. You guys make this possible, you guys and gals. But now crypto is definitely partisan. Warren Davidson, I get it. I'm not picking his side of the aisle on this argument. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is saying is, whoa, I understand where this guy is coming from, because I am afraid of overreach. I'm afraid of governments having too much control. I'm afraid of governments that, yeah, you're right, if everything goes digitized, I don't want them peeking into everything. I will then move way more of my purchases to cash. Ban cash and we'll find ways around it. But it's partisan now, but it's partisan because of the control aspect of the technology, the value of the technology. They understand the value of this, how it can be used wrong, just like nuclear technology, which could be used for energy, clean energy. Whoa, greenies, get off my back. Clean energy if done right. Can't tell me coal's any better. Europe had to go to coal because they shut down all their nuclear plants. Hey, how did that work out for you? But nuclear stuff, right? In good hands, good things. In bad hands, bad things. CBDCs, same thing. It just happens to be that this gentleman on that side of the aisle is the one calling for it. And I got to be honest with you. We've watched Warren Davidson plenty of times in this channel, and he has been one of the sharpest ones out there. So now we've got about 2 days to wait. Hump day is when Jerome Powell comes out with the announcement, and then the words on, hey, how much more pain are we going to take? Do you have your safe word ready? Because Jerome Powell's coming on Wednesday. Join us live. I did my recovery run today. All I have to do is lift and stretch. But you cool cats, though, all you got to do is have a great rest of your day.